Hey YouTube, this is Gary from YGOTeamWatapon bringing you another segment on managing with Machinas. I'm going to be talking about tech pros and cons, this segment being about machine techs, and the next segment actually is going to be about techs that aren't machine typed. So I'll get started right away and show you guys a scrap recycler. The pros are that you get to recycle your engine and draw a card. It's good for draw power. But the one big thing is that if you don't have back row support, it dies instantly the next turn. And it is a level 3, so going with Gale on that will bring you a level 6, which is pretty good. But I don't run it simply for the fact that whenever I do play it, it's at the point where my engine's already like either halfway or fully in my grave, and I don't really need the draw power. Well, not the draw power, but I don't need to recycle them. And all my backer support has been pretty much nullified by that point, so I would normally never have support to back it up, and it would always end up dying. The next one is Card Trooper, which is actually very good. I don't like it, only for the fact that it too dies right away after I play it, but I do get the plus off of it, which is okay. I also don't like the milling aspect. It does get the boost, yes, it does knock out Ryo, which is good, but the fact of the matter is, you can just play around Ryo, especially since if you're not playing against a stun deck, then you're not gonna have to worry about it game 1, and game 2 you're setting your own stun stuff, so you can definitely go around that easier game 2. Fact is that if I'm gonna be milling a Solemn Warning or something heavily important like that, it's not worth it to me. I'd really rather not mill something that I could use so much better. Like I'd rather use my Solemn Warning and negate someone for 2,000 rather than give this guy a boost that will last a turn, because Solemn Warning's importance is just too heavy. Along with 7 tools, Mirror Force, Torrential, etc. There's just too many cards that are important that are worth milling. The last one up here is Peacekeeper, because some builds actually aren't running it, and it's the really good thing is that if you're only drawing into a gear frame, or if you're drawing into if you have just a fortress and you have the Peacekeeper that you just drew into, you don't want to ditch Peacekeeper for the fortress. That's not what you want to do. You want to try and have it destroyed. You want to use its Union ability and whatnot. My favorite first turn move actually is set this at a torrential and just pass. That works out really well for me. It gets me a pretty heavy plus. Also the fact that I could just play it on a gear frame. I'll elaborate on this more. If I only draw into a gear frame as my only monster, I'm not going to search for a fortress, and I'm not going to want to, because that's just going to be a dead card in my hand until I draw into another machine. So instead, I search for Peacekeeper. Hopefully, gear frame survives the turn and comes back on me. Either set Peacekeeper or more likely play it, unionize, and then attack. And hopefully, the Peacekeeper will get destroyed. I'll search another gear frame, and at that point, hopefully, I'll have my gadget engine already. So then I can go search for the fortress. The bad part about running it is simply the fact that it is such a weak monster, and you're usually putting it face down. A couple of cards out there are actually going to just kill it right away. Like Aaron in Lightsworn. It's not, I know pure Lightsworn isn't really seen too much anymore, although it is making its appearance here and there. It does just absolutely destroy this card. Set it face down, it's just gonna go back in your deck. If that was your only monster, you're screwed. Like there's no question, you're done. cards that destroy it right away aren't so much of a problem, such as one of the 6 Sams. I'm not sure which one. I know which one. I forget the name of it. It escapes me right now. It kills it right away, which is fine. But if there's an effect that just destroys the face down monster, that works too. That's also fine. But something like Nobleman, like if anybody else is teching that main, then you're screwed. You're pretty screwed. Also, if your engine is already up, if you already have 3 gear frames in the grave and you're running only 1, like I am, that's not the best thing. That's when it's good fodder for Fortress. That's the only time. Alright, so it was kind of a short segment. Sorry about that. I hope you liked this segment. I'm going to be posting one right away after this one, just talking about the non-machine attacks. So I will see you guys later, YouTube, and subscribe.